Welcome everybody. So this is the first lesson for FX Secret. So we're going to be going deeper to show you basically the most important part about these lessons, in which they're going to be given to you. It's important that you grasp all the information in which we're going to be teaching you. Make sure that you pause any section in which you don't understand and go back to it and study it carefully because these sessions that we're going to be having with you, all these lessons that we're going to be having with you are particularly important. So we're going to be going deeper, we're going to be going beyond to show you basically what you need to start to master this market and make money from it. It's practically impossible for you not to make money after you are done with this course. We have tailor-made these lessons and packaged them specifically to deal with those aspects in which you need to master and know for you to have success in this market. They are particularly in-depth, all right, because they go deeper to show you all the foundations you need in order to escalate your Forex career on to another level. So make sure that you go through each and every lesson and you take notes where you need to take notes and pause and go back to sections in which you don't understand. So let us begin. Let us begin. The main mandate in which we want to achieve at Forex Secrets, we want to teach you the secrets which are used by banks. We want to show you and expose to you systems in which banks don't want you to know. We want to show you how banks are making money out of retail traders. We want to show you the secrets, and then we're gonna go deeper to show you these things. So let us go and let us start with the first lesson. The first one. In the first lesson, we're going to be dealing with the introduction to success, basically introducing success to you and showing you how do you approach success. Before you diverge deeper onto the foreign exchange space, you need to understand first that success is a journey. Success is a journey, and success starts first where, right? So we're going to be going deeper onto that. Point number two, we're going to be dealing with how do you understand the mind, how to understand the mind. Okay, because these things in which we're going to be dealing with here are particularly important because that is how you think. And in the market, basically, you make money by how you think. So if you deal with them before you even go deeper, it can be easy for you to replicate and make money as we continue going forward. So it's particularly important that you understand first how your mind works. You understand first how do we define success. Number three, we're going to be going deeper to show you how to start a system and what is the importance of having a system in making money period. All right. Then we're going to be going to show you the difference between financial education and academic education. Then from there, goal number one, how do you make your first million? We're going to be using what we call the 10X system. Then the most important objective of your Forex career, you need to trade to build wealth. So we're going to be going to show you how do you build wealth with Forex, all right? Because Forex is a powerful platform that if you use it wisely, you can make amazing amounts of money, right? So we're going to be showing you how do you take the steps necessary for you to start to build wealth. So let us begin. Introduction number one, introduction to success. First thing that you need to understand, ladies and gentlemen, success starts first in the mind. Success starts in the mind. Basically, your mind is the most powerful weapon you have on the earth. Once you learn how to deal with the mind, it makes it easier for you to then make success out of your life. Your thoughts are the ones in which have led you where you are right now. Your thoughts are the most powerful tool in which you have currently. Now, if you understand, first of all, each and everything that you see on earth started first in somebody's mind. Somebody thought about that particular thing. That particular thing in which somebody thought of, he ended up creating it, doing it. But first, everything that we have on the earth, you need to understand this, started first off as a thought. So you need to understand that those thoughts in which you hold in your mind can then be translated onto success for you. But you need to understand this. Your success is determined by your way of thinking. So if you don't have a way of thinking which is paralleled to bring about results, so it means you need to develop that thought consciousness. All right? Let's go deeper into this. The human mind is categorized into 3 consciousness. It means in the mind, there are 3 levels of consciousness. Right? Basically, how we operate in the mind, we operate in 3 dimensions. Number 1, we operate in the conscious mind. We operate, number 2, in the subconscious mind. Then from there, we operate in the highest level, which is called the superconscious mind. Now, in the conscious mind, basically, that's where you have the 5 senses of a person. Now, you understand that a person is made up of 3 elements. A person is a spirit, which has a soul, which lives in a body. So basically, I am a spirit, and I have a soul, and I live in a body. I'm 3 inside me. Inside my soul, that's what we are dealing with. Inside my soul, we have the mind, we have the emotions, and we have the intellect. Okay? Inside my soul, I have a mind. And that mind is the one responsible for my success. Now let me show you something. Every person who is wealthy and rich, before they started that big company, before they started that product, before they created anything, first of all, what they had in their mind was a thought. They thought about doing something. Are we understanding each other? And in the levels of thinking, there are 3 levels of thinking. We think consciously, right? So in the conscious mind, only 10% of who you are is because of your conscious mind. You think in 5 dimensions. You think in terms of your taste, in terms of smell, in terms of hearing, and in terms of eyesight. I can hear music and start to think about that particular music that I'm hearing. I can smell something and start to think about that smell. I can taste something and start to think about that taste. I can see something and start to think about that, what exactly what I'm seeing. Are you seeing it? So it means inside my subconscious mind, I control those senses. Are we together? The thoughts I have in my subconscious mind are controlled by what I sense in my senses, in my 5 senses. Now we go deeper to what we call the subconscious mind. Now inside the subconscious mind, that's where basically you see where intellect, information, knowledge is stored. Basically, let me give you an example. You can be walking. There's somebody you haven't seen, for example, for 20 plus years. You haven't seen this person for 20 plus years. Immediately when you see that person, you remember their name. Where was the name stored? That name was not stored in your conscious mind. No, it was stored inside your subconscious mind, where you have information that you have gathered over time while you're on the earth, where you have knowledge. Are you seeing it? So inside your subconscious mind, you have information for 3 levels, for past, future, and present. Information. Is it understandable? Now we go to a bigger level now, which we call the superconscious mind. Now what happens in the superconscious mind? That is where basically you are able to pull things which are not physical and bring them to the physical realm. Inside the superconscious mind is where basically you are able to control and bring about things to manifest which are not yet. Let me prove it to you. How many times have you been thinking of calling somebody? Once you try and call them, they are calling you back. Or you can be calling somebody, and that particular somebody can say, I was just thinking of calling you. For example, another example, you can be walking in the mall. You have a picture in your mind. You know that in this mall I will meet this person. Within some period of time, you meet that very same person. What was happening? Where did that ability come from? That ability, my friend, came from inside your superconscious mind. Superconscious mind. So inside your superconscious mind is an ability to pull things into manifest. So if you were able to do all those things unknowingly, so it means you can also do the very same things knowingly. How? So it means if I start to think about something very hard in my conscious mind, using the information that I've gathered over time in my subconscious mind, I can pull things out of the superconscious mind to reality. That is how you deliberately create success. That is how most people have been able to create success knowingly or unknowingly, willingly or unwillingly. That is the principle of life. That if you learn to pull things out of your superconscious mind and bring it about into reality, that is the secret of life, my friend. Everything that you have started first as a thought. Thomas Edison, he first had a thought about creating the light bulb. Whoever created the laptop that I'm recording this from, he first had a thought in his mind about creating this laptop. It was not created by just doing it. You first think about it. The more you think about it, the more you are led to do action. Let us continue. So it's important that you understand this, that your success starts first in your mind. Let's continue. Let me show you something. Now that you have understood that success starts first in your mind, let us go deeper and show you something. I remember when I went to see my mentor a few weeks ago. When I went to see him, I had some money in my pocket. I had roughly about 40,000 rands, equivalent to somewhere around $3,000. When I went to see him, he asked me and said, "Manda, how much do you have in your pocket?" I said, "I have about $3,000, which is about 40,000 rands. He said, "Are you aware that with the amount of money you have in your pocket, there's somebody who's smarter than you that went out to the world and prepared systems to take your money?" I didn't understand what my mentor was talking about. And I said, "Please explain what you're trying to say to me." He said, "You wake up in the morning, for example, you are hungry, you need to go to McDonald's, buy a burger. You are driving, you need to put gas in your car. You see somebody, ask you for $2, whatever. But you see that with that amount of money I have in my pocket, I need to be paying for things I need. Okay? I need to be paying for things in which are solving the problems I have. I'm hungry, it's a problem to me. I need to solve it. Somebody has prepared a system to solve the problem I have." Now he said, then my mentor said, "How many systems do you have in the world to take other people's money since you are always giving them your money?" That changed my life. That revolutionized my way of thinking. So it means, therefore, I need to start and build systems in the earth to take other people's money. So it means I don't have to beg for money. I just need to think about something. And when I've thought about something, create it and take it onto the world. Basically, what he was trying to say is that you need, Manda, you need to go to the world and solve the problems of people. Once you solve those problems, they will be able to give you money. That changed my life. So it means for me to start to make money, I need to go to the world and solve problems. And he said, one thing that shocked me, he said, "Are you aware that the best way to make money in the world is to solve problems in which people don't realize that they have problems with?" I said, "What are you talking about now again?" He said, "Do you have WhatsApp in your phone?" I said, "Yes." "Do you have Facebook in your phone?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Do you have a phone?" I said, "Yes." "Did you have those things a number of years ago?" I said, no, I don't know. I didn't have WhatsApp 6, 7 years ago. I didn't have Facebook 15 years ago. I didn't have a cell phone. For me, I didn't have a cell phone like 9 years ago. Then he said, the best way to make money is to solve a problem in which you don't know that people have, in which people are not aware that they have it. I didn't know that not having WhatsApp was a problem for me in terms of communications, but a person smarter than me went to the world and solved the problem. What he was doing there, my friend, he was starting a system. So it's important that we go to the world and start systems in order to solve problems. If you solve problems, you will make money. But you need to understand, you need to pull the ideas of creating those systems out of your what? Your superconscious mind. Altogether. Those brilliant ideas of creating the systems are taken out of your superconscious mind. The more you think about it, the more you can have it in the reality. Are we understanding each other? So basically, what system should you strive to achieve and build? There are two types of systems that you can go to the world. Basically, two types of businesses that you can go to the world and start. It's either you are creating a business that is offering a service or creating a business that is offering a product. Only those two. Nothing beyond that. Those are the two things that you can start onto the world. A service-based business or a product-based business. Okay? A product, basically, you are designing something which is physical and tangible, detached to object, customizable, have an immediate value, produce and a product is something that is mostly produced by a manufacturer. Okay? Services basically is abstract and intangible, like basically teaching people how to trade. Complex systems, are you saying it? It can be something that is running on autopilot somewhere, are you saying it? Systems in which run by themselves. Something that basically that you can create once it maintains itself over. Okay? So you need to think about those things when you are trying to create systems in the world. So that you're creating a product or creating a service. Okay? I hope you understand that. So basically, you guys want to make money. Well, let's go deep and understand what is money then. You need to understand this. Money is not paper. Money is not your dollar notes. Money is not your rent notes. Money is an idea. Money is an idea, a way of thinking. Money is a thought. Money is in your mind. Once you start to think in the way in which you are supposed to be thinking about money, it will come. It will be attracted to you. Money can be attracted to you if you think of it as an idea. Money is what you think, your way of thinking. For example, I can think about creating a Facebook. I can think about creating a WhatsApp. So once I create that platform, I take it into the world. It first started off as a what? As an idea. Okay? So you need to think about it. The more you think about it, the more you can manifest it onto reality. Okay? And that idea, the most important thing, if you want money, you need to have an idea. But your idea needs to be solving a problem. And the problem, if you really want to make money, you should solve a problem that somebody does not even know that they have. But once they see your product, once they see your service, they say, that is going to be solving my problem. I need to buy it. I need to put my money on it. Are we understanding each other? So that level of thinking, that way of thinking will bring about success into your life. There's no way you won't become successful if you start to think about money in that manner. Are we understanding each other? Thanks. Let us continue. Let's come to this. If you really study this and go further, most people think about success in terms of academics. Most people, their way of thinking in terms of success is what they were taught in school. Okay? What they were taught in school. So you need to change the way of thinking and develop another. Because my mentor taught me, if your system of making money right now is not working, then you need to change it. If your system of making money right now is having a job and it's not satisfying you, you need to change it. But not change it automatically, but change it with another system that is able to envelope, basically surpass the amount of money that you are getting now. Are we understanding each other? So what is academic education basically? Let's define it this way. Academic education is basically knowledge that will lead you to go to a place where you are paid to maintain systems. You are paid to maintain a system. If you are an accountant, you are paid to account for money. If when you are an engineer, you are paid to engineer buildings, maintain buildings. Are you saying it? You are paid to maintain a system. Financial education now is different. Now here it leads you to knowing how to build systems. You don't maintain systems, but you build systems. If I go and start an accounting firm, it's my system of making money. I own it. I have built that system. But if somebody comes to me and asks for a job, I can hire them because they're going to be maintaining the system for me. I hope you understand that. And the question to pose to you is that which system are you going to be using then to make your first $1,000,000 or $1 million or $1 billion? Which system are you going to be using then? Are we together? It's important that we deal with these things before we go deeper, because once we start to expose the secrets to you, they will be easier for you to understand once you understand this that we're trying to show you now. All right? So it's particularly important. You need to then start having financial education. Financial education says a house is a liability if you are staying in the house. Academic education says a house is an asset if you're staying in the house, because an asset is something you own in terms of academic education. But in terms of financial education, a house is a liability if you're staying in it. Once you go out of the house and you rent it out, it's bringing money to your pocket, it becomes an asset. All right? So you need to think that way, that whatever brings money to you is an asset. Whatever takes money from your pocket, it's a liability. Then that comes with the basis of financial education, which is why we're going to be going deeper in this course, where we're going to be showing you secrets of making money, all right, and exposing systems in which banks don't want you to know. So the question to pose to you is that which system are you going to be using to build your own financial freedom? Let us continue. Goal number one, how do you make your first million? How do you go to a point where you make your first million? That's the first goal that you need to reach. So let us go deeper on and deal with this. Number one, you need to understand that making a first million is not something that you want to achieve quickly. If you want to reach a level of making your first million, you don't want to do it at once. Right? That's very, very important, because most people that gather a lot of money quickly, they also do the very same thing. They lose it quickly because they don't understand the dynamics involved with building. It's important to build, unlike attaining quickly. So how do you do it? You want to build a system that can make $1. If you can go out right now into the world and make $1, you can make $1 billion. Because what you just need a system that can be able to make 10 rands, $1. What you do what you did to get the $1 10 times to go to $10, 100 rands. Are you saying it? All together. So once you go to $100 or $10, you do what you did to get that amount of money 10 times to go to another level. Let's say $1,000. You did what you did to get $1,000 to go to $100,000 or $10,000. You did what you did to get the $10,000 10 times to go to $100,000. Now, in between this process of building, you'll understand that there's something in which you will see that instead of doing this over and over and over, I can do this at once and be able to get the same equivalent. Instead of doing this same thing 10 times, I can do it once and get the equivalent amount of money. It's important for you to know that. So that's how you go to a level where you make your first million. The same thing with Forex. You need to understand that we are dealing with a market in which we are working with compound interest. So if we're working with compound interest, it means your money compounds. It means if you go for small profits, they compound every time. Are you seeing it? So you stand to make more money with small gains acquired over time. All right? So you need to think about it. But we're going to be going deeper in this course. We're going to be showing you basically how to structure this with a step-by-step system so that you can easily understand it. So let us go to this slide here and show you. Because I know with what we're going to be teaching you in this course, it's practically impossible for you not to make money. It's practically impossible for you not to make money. But what do you do with the money that you want, that you have made in the Forex market? What do you do with the money? You need to understand that your goal should be on building wealth, not on just trading to spend your money haphazardly. You want to make money, but you want to build wealth at the same time. You need to understand that if you have a system of making money, and that system, if you stop working on that system, you stop making money, that system won't be able to build wealth for you. If you have a system of making money right now, if you stop doing that system or going to that system or working on that system, if you stop on it, you won't be getting money. It means that system is not the one in which you're going to be using to make money. Now, what you want to do, you want to go to a level where you build systems in which will allow you to have assets, and those assets should be greater than your liabilities. And when those assets are greater than your liabilities, therefore it will allow you to stop working, and that system should continue to make money. Did you get it? I want to have a system that the assets, the profits are greater than my expenses. Right? Profits greater than my expenses. And also, if I stop working, like I don't fully devote my time to that system, it continues to make money. What am I saying? If I buy an apartment building, I buy it for $3 million. If the monthly maintenance cost on that building is less than my projected profits per month, I don't have to be working for the people to continue paying me rental income on that particular building. Are you seeing it? So therefore, I can stop working on the system. The system will be working for me. I can be making money over and over and over with that system. That is what you want to do. That is how you build wealth. To build wealth, you need to start a system where you have an asset. On that asset that you're having on that system, you need to make sure that your projected profits, your profits that you are making, the money you are making a month is greater than the expenses. Because all systems, they have expenses, but you need to make more money than your expenses. And that system must not allow you to constantly be working on it. That way you can build wealth. That way money will be working for you. Are you seeing it? And you don't want a system in which your assets are equal to your expenses. It means you are breaking even. You are not making money at all. Okay? So you want to start to build systems in which the profits made are greater than your expenses. Therefore, you can be able to grow. We're going to go to the next lesson now, where we're going to be dealing with something else. See you on the next lesson.